Hello everyone. I was going to do a earlier video. I was going to make ribs and potato salad and stuff, but I got some wonderful company and I just decided to visit with them because I haven't seen them in a while to sit down and visit. But I did tell this friend that I was going to make her some homemade bologna salad, and it's funny because I bought a big roll of bologna and sliced it up and chunked some of it up in case I ever wanted to make it, and I put it in the freezer. And I told my grandson, I said, I'm going to make some ham salad, and he said, where's the ham? And I said, well, the bologna, I got bologna. He said, oh, so I can tell everyone that my grandma knows how to turn bologna into ham. And I started laughing because I'm not using ham in this because my friend said that she likes the bologna. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start making some bologna salad. I used the ham for the sandwiches last week I did online, so I don't have that. Hi, Sue. I'm making your bologna salad. But anyway, I'm just going to use my little chopper from Tupperware. My Power Chef, let's say. And I've got some bologna here in little chunks. Now my mom, she takes bologna like this and puts it in little chunks and then chunks up cheese, and hi Patricia, she eats it like that, just like that. And when I go up to her house, she'll make me sit in that big lift chair of hers and bring in that bologna and cheese and says, here, have some of this bologna and cheese. So I eat it up there. So I decided to do it down here because it's always more convenient to have it like that. So now I'm going to try to put the lid on this right. So with the Power Chef, I have made ham salad with it. So you just go like this, real easy. Let me get this on off of this thing here, because it's got a rubber thing on the bottom that won't slip. So you can do it whatever consistency you want. I don't want to do it too. I think I'll start with this consistency and see how that chops that up real good. You can do it like liver pudding if you want to, that's fine, but I don't think I want to do it that fine. And Sue and I decided that, well, she said what she wanted in it. But since this zucchini relish of mine, I make this every year, and I put it in my ham salad, bologna salad or whatever. And it has onions and red peppers and green pepper. It's got all that in it, so it makes it really, really good. So because this has onions already in it, for when I canned it, I'm not going to put any fresh onions in it because this will be all right. So that's what we decided to do when her and I was talking. But I'll get to the zucchini relish in a minute. So we're just going to start that out in my little, well, my medium Datsa bowl from Tupperware. And then I'll just keep doing this until, in my Power Chef, until the bologna gets the way I want it. I had to wait till it thawed out a little bit. And let me cut a little piece here. And I'll eat a little piece while I'm doing it. I made supper. I fed Tom and Trace first. I made a pan of green beans. I made potato salad and barbecued ribs. And I went to get some green beans, and there was probably 12 little beans left in there. They had ate that whole pan. They must have been good. But anyway, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want anybody to feel bad about me not getting it because they'd already ate them. So it must have been good. I'm just going to keep doing this until these are really handy little things to have. And they're really easy. You don't have to put much effort in it at all. But I don't want to do too much at once. And it's better than getting the electric thing out, the electric chopper, grinder, whatever. And I do have a really old-fashioned one that you put on the end of the table and crank. You put your bologna down in there and crank it. But why would I want to use that when I have this? This is really nice. It's a lot easier for me just to get this out, and it's so easy to wash. So, I'm going to get some more bologna. We'll make some bologna salad. No ham. We don't have no ham. It'll be good. There's ways of making this really taste good. We'll put this up there until I get ready for it. I'll have to cut this because I got my husband cut this up in slices for me. The reason why I did this, bought all this bologna, I bought 12-pound roll where my daughter works. The reason why I did it was because, number one, my grandson, my husband likes bologna. Number two, because every once in a while, I like my sister-in-law and I used to make these. We were talking about it last night. She come to visit. Take fried bologna and just put a little piece of, or a big piece of Colby cheese on it. Let that melt down over that, and that is delicious. I think. Okay, I'll do this, and then I'll have one more to do, and then we'll get busy on the ingredients. See, that just slides right on there. The meatball recipe I did, this lady wrote me. It is so, this world, I'll tell you, is so small because the lady I got it off of, I described her after I seen the picture of the lady. I said, well, she had glasses and was in a wheelchair. And she said, well, my grandma was. And because it looked like her that I got the recipe for the meatballs off of. And I thought, that is so awesome because her grandmother, I don't think, is living now. So, anyway, she seen that recipe and she was just naming it off because that's the way her grandmother made them. And it's so neat because you do these videos and people see them and then we start talking about them. And one of the ladies said she missed seeing me on here cooking. I did two Saturday. Whoops, I don't use that in there. 2 videos Saturday of bread and custard pie. And now I'm doing this. Bologna salad. What I usually do is I usually put like 2 pounds of bologna and a pound of honey ham. You might want to try that. That's what I usually do. But we talked about it, Sue and I, and I've got bologna, so that's what she's going to get. She likes it. And that's really the way they used to make it anyway. But I'll tell you what really makes a difference in the ham's bologna salad, my potato salads, macaroni salads, a lot of stuff that I make is that zucchini relish that I can every year and make. And a reason why I started doing it years ago was because people, you know as well as I do, if you've ever had a garden and planted zucchini, they grow like crazy. And people would let them get about that big, you know. They're supposed to be about that big, but they would bring them to me, and I said, I'll take all of them you want to get rid of. So I would just go buy some onions and some red peppers and then green peppers out of the gardens. And I found an old recipe, and I tried it, and ever since I have been making this every year. It's just so good. And it just brings things, everybody's like, how do you make that? How do you make that stuff taste so good? Well, it's got that little extra ingredient in it. And usually after church, we used to have movie nights, and I would take hot dogs, and I think my youngest son is the one that taught me how to do them. He took ginger ale, didn't put no water in the pan, but cooked them hot dogs in ginger ale, and that was it. And then I'd take them out to church. Let me get that. Take them out to church, and then we'd have them. And then we would have the relish and cheese. We'd have cheese on it. And kraut. I make homemade kraut. And they really loved it. I mean, it really made a nice hot dog. So we're going to put that in there now. That's all the bologna. There's my Tupperware thing. This is the best thing to get it out with. Little tiny baby spatula. So there we go. My husband likes this too, so. All right, now I'm going to put some cheese in this. And what I'll do with that after all this mess I make in it, I'll just set it in there and take the blades out. You don't ever want to touch them because they are sharp. And clean this off, and then I will clean this out in hot water, and it'll be just as good as new. So, next comes the Colby cheese. I always put Colby cheese in mine. It just makes a difference. You can put shredded cheddar or whatever you want in it. But I like the Colby, and so does Tom, so. But you can put any kind of cheese you want. Because when I bought the bologna, I bought cheese. So. Here we go. Some of that's thick. Tom cut it up for me. He doesn't like me getting around sharp stuff too much if he's around. So there we go. We'll put that in there. And get that mixed up. Make sure that's on there. Gotta get that lid on there right. Hi, Paul. Making some bologna salad. I won't touch that, guys. I was just getting that cheese off there. So see, I'm not going to do the cheese so real fine. I'm just going to do it like that. I think Sue is watching. So Sue, that was an added ingredient I added to it. I mean, who doesn't like extra Colby cheese? Now, I don't usually put this in, what I'm about to put in, but Sue wanted eggs in it. So I had some eggs boiled up from a little bit ago from the potato salad. Ooh, you can smell them too. Ooh. I really don't care for the smell of eggs. So we'll put a couple of them in. Or I wonder how many I should put in. I've got that much. See, I never put eggs in mine. Probably wouldn't want to put too many of them in, huh? Now, you know what? You can always make egg salad. These are excellent for egg salad, chicken salad, bologna, ham salad, whatever. These things are nice, these Power Chefs. So we'll just do the eggs up a little bit. Now that's what she wanted in it. Linda said she makes hers about the same way, except I use my electric meat grinder. I have an electric grinder too. But I like this. I've got two blue ones and this red one. And ever since I've had these, I don't get any electric out. And I can even do cake mixes and everything in this Power Chef. So it's just easier for me. But Linda, we took our front, no, I put that in there wrong. We took our front bedroom out. And, ooh, yeah, eggs. We had to move my pantry in the front bedroom because it's bigger. And when he's been putting stuff in there for 2 days because it was scattered all over the house. And when I went in there, I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had this much stuff to cook with. So I'll probably be pulling some of it out and getting rid of some of it. So we'll put the eggs in there. Sue likes the eggs. And then we'll put so see, we got it all piled up there in a pile. Yeah, it's Tupperware, Linda. It's the Power Chef, and I've got a red one and two blue ones. Well, the first one that I had got, it's not wore out, but you can tell I've used it quite a bit. So I got this red one out, and all you do is put your stuff in there and like that, and it chops it. It does it like 100 times a turn or something like that. So anyway, we got the eggs, the bologna, and the cheese all in there. And now I'm going to put some of this relish in it. Let me see here. Let me see if I got another. No, I don't think so. I'll have to use... Oh, here it is. Sorry. Here it is. I'm going to put... This stuff here is not like sweet relish. It is really something else. And I'll let you see it real close here. That's how fine I cut it. And it's just good. It's just, you know, what I do is I chop everything up. And then I put like a kosher salt over it and put it in the refrigerator overnight. And then I drain it all, squeeze it, and then I put it in a pan. and cook it down and put your vinegar and sugar, and the zucchini just gives it a special taste. I don't know how to explain it to you. Let's see here. I must have only brought this one, so we'll just mix that up a little bit here. This makes quite a bit. You think it's a little bit, and then you start looking, and it's a whole lot. But I never have any problem with it being gone. I've made it so much, though, through the years that I'm just not impressed a lot anymore with stuff. I probably eat a half a sandwich out of each batch I make, or after you make things so long, you get excited when you first get the recipe and you do it, and then you have to do it over and over and over and over, and you think, well, I'm not really craving that right now. Oh, Mary Lou, she said that she hears I make the best, but she don't like them. She hates this stuff. But I think one of these days she's going to grow up, and her taste buds are going to change, and she's going to like it. Because I never used to like stuff like that either. I mean, when Mary Lou was young and went to school, I tried to fix them something when they got off the bus. And if you put an onion in anything, I mean, you couldn't even see it. Even if it was minced, she would see that thing. So, I don't know. I think she's okay with that stuff now. Now I'm going to take some real mayo. You can use Miracle Whip, but I use real mayo because with the zucchini relish, it's really... And I've got about 4 tablespoons so far. With the zucchini relish, it really makes it taste good. So we're mixing that all up. I'd say that was 5 tablespoons, or a little more. You'll know what consistency you want it when you do it. Yeah, Paul. I'll let her see that. I guess you're not grown up until you like green stuff. Tommy was down here last night, and I forget what we had that was... We was talking about green something. And he said, well, Faye was... His aunt was telling him that if you ever get gout, that spinach is bad. It'll cause you to have it. And he's like, you don't ever have to worry about me eating that. So he would never eat spinach. Oh, okay, so this is going to be civil rivalry here in a minute. I think that might be enough here of the salad dressing. You see what it looks like now? Now, I've only got a little bit more relish left, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little more in. It looks like a lot, but once you get it in there, it changes up the flavor a little, real good. And then I'll have to open another jar later. So I'll put some more green stuff in for Mary Lou, just because she loves it. Whose wedding was it that I made a bunch of ham salad sandwiches, and half of it I had to put the green stuff in and the half I didn't. And so I had to make it both ways. Okay, this looks good. So now when you put that in the refrigerator, let that marry around a little bit and marinate into each other, you've got your bologna salad. Like I say, usually when I make it, I put a pound of honey ham. It gives it a little different flavor. I'm probably going to regret this. I'm going to bed here pretty soon. But I'm going to wipe this spoon off. And I'm going to taste this for you guys just because I love y'all. If you see me make a face, you'll know that it's not good. Perfect. I think it's perfect. Just enough of that zucchini relish, bologna, and that cheese, that punch of cheese in there. And the real mayo is really good. So I thought about tomorrow night going ahead. I've already got a video on it. I thought about making some more of them cheesy potatoes because they're really good. But I'm going to put this in the refrigerator overnight. And Sue, if you're still on there, it'll be ready tomorrow. I'll get me a bowl out and give you some of it and let Tom eat the rest or whoever comes. So there we go. Just think of the dinners and everything that I used to make bowls real big. And what I do, like if you want to go to like a church meeting or a family meeting, you know how they cut the sandwiches and cover them with plastic. I don't. I always go get them cheap. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, looky here. My photo bomber. You want some ham salad with green stuff in it? Or a bologna salad?
No.
He don't want any green stuff either. He's not grown up enough. Anyway, so I think your dad's still on there. I think. But anyway. Oh, he's in bed. He watched something with me and then he went to bed. I love my photo bombers. Gee, where was I at? Oh. If you take them somewhere, what I do is I don't cut them. And if I do cut them, I get them little flip over sandwich bags, not the zip, but the flip over. And I get the Heiner's buns, I think it is, or Sunny buns, whatever. And he already went back there. He was going to bed. I'll tell him, though. He's liable to come back out pretty soon. You never know. I put them in the bags and flip that over, and that way everybody has their own bag with their sandwich in it, because I don't like going places and where they cut the sandwiches and then they put them all on one platter and just put some plastic over it. I don't like to do that. I won't eat them. But if I know they put it and took the time to put each one in a little plastic bag, they're cheap. You can get them for $1 for a whole bunch of them. And flip that over, that I know no one's touched that. It's been in that bag. So I usually make a honey bun with a good amount of ham salad on it. I don't skimp on anything hardly. And then, like if you do the half, take half of that sandwich and put it in that bag and flip that flip top over. And then if they want a whole sandwich, they can take 2 of them bags. That easy, and it's nice. So that's the way I do it. And I like to, when I go somewhere, I like to see stuff clean and nice. So I try to do it that way. I try to do it individual for people. But anyway, there we are. I won't keep you on here any longer. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then Sue, you will have some bologna salad. And God bless you. I hope you make some of this, because it's really good. Really tastes good. And that one bite I took was really good. So anyway, you always got to take a bite when you're a cook or a baker, because you've got to know the stuff that you are doing is good for everyone else. I think we got enough. I think we got the perfect amount of each ingredient. So anyway, I will go clean my Tupperware Power Chef and put it back on my shelf until I get something else I want to do. Because I like to put my cake mixes in here and do them that way. Easy. So anyway, God bless you, and everybody have a good evening. Patricia, you want me to show you how to make crust for pot pies? Why don't, well, I could, but you could also use the little, get the already made crusts and cut your circle out to fit that pan. You just turn your pan over and cut around it, and then it'll fit right down in there. And then you can do the same thing to put the top on. It'd be easy for you, and it just would taste just as good. You know, it'd be a lot easier for you. You could try it that way. If not, we'll try to get it crust up. But there's another lady, I can't remember, I seen where she sent me a recipe, a real simple recipe. It takes chocolate chips and some other stuff. I might do it for her. So, hi Trace. Did you see what they said? Your dad said hi, and someone, oh, Patricia Parker said hi, handsome. So, anyway, I'll get off of here and talk to y'all later, and hopefully we'll get to do something real soon again, as soon as I can think. If anybody has anything like they would like to see made that don't take 2 hours, or just maybe put it together, let me know. Message me or put it on this, and we'll try to get it made up so you can see it, and we could talk with each other while we're doing it. So anyway, God bless, and I'll talk to you later.